Reed hearing becomes a circus again. The hearing for Karen Reed's murder trial on Monday lasted a little over 5 minutes as it streamed on various platforms, with Karen Reed's new trial set for January 27, 2025, and a motions hearing set for August 9, 2024, to go over defense motions to attempt to have 2 of her 3 charges dropped. New Reed attorney Martin Weinberg joined David Dianetti at the brief hearing. The men are set to argue at the August hearing that since they heard from friends of jurors that the jury would have found Reed innocent of 2 of the 3 charges but did not enter that as a verdict, retrying Reed for those charges would amount to double jeopardy. Jurors supposedly were to vote 12-0 in favor of acquittal on charges of second-degree murder and leaving the scene after knowingly causing injury to then-boyfriend John O'Keefe. Reed has since been rumored to be in a relationship with defense attorney Alan Jackson, a member of her legal team. The prosecution countered that the jury was given the opportunity to enter the verdict before a mistrial was declared and declined to do so. Since the trial was over, as the jury said they were hopelessly deadlocked and could not produce a verdict, it is not double jeopardy to try Reed on the same charges, as no verdict was ever entered. Judge Beverly Cannoni warned both sides that she would hear the motions at the next hearing and to prepare for an immediate appeal from either side depending on how she ruled on the matter. Outside of the venue, members of the Free Karen Reed movement dressed in pink confronted members of the Justice for John O'Keefe movement who were dressed in blue. The color-coordinated protesters appeared ready to battle like 2 groups of henchmen in the old Batman television series, with Turtle Boy Aidan Kearney urging action from the pink protesters on a bullhorn. Kearney himself became angered when he spotted nemesis Kate Peter across the street from him and deliberately attempted to approach her multiple times, despite living in fear of her and having a protection order against her. The diminutive blogger protested when a police officer standing next to Peter told him that Peter did nothing wrong, as she was standing and not engaging with Kearney, despite Kearney moving within the confines of the 30-foot distance outlined in the protective order. Enraged, Kearney went to the local police department to file a complaint about Peter violating his protection order and complained loudly on Twitter that he was in a similar situation with ex-girlfriend Lindsay Gaiatini earlier in the year and faced charges of violating the protection order Gaiatini has against him. Kearney spent most of the night on Twitter attacking Peter in a display of his abject terror at the thought of Peter walking free of the obvious abuse of the protection order. Both Kearney and Peter have hearings for alleged existing violations of various protection orders in August. We will cover them as they happen.